morning, students. Today we are going to start the next lesson, and the name of the next lesson is, students, emerging modes of business. Students, we have finished the lesson number 1, that is evolution of business. Then we have done the chapter 2, that is forms of business organization, and we have already done the chapter 3, that is private, public and global enterprises. Now the next chapter is emerging modes of business. स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द टर्म एमर्जिंग मोड्स ऑफ बिजनेस? बिजनेस के अंदर क्या क्या चेंजेस आ रहे हैं? व्हाट आर द चेंजेस टेकिंग प्लेस अंडर बिजनेस इन टुडेस प्रेजेंट वर्ल्ड सिनेरियो? राइट स्टूडेंट्स, सो अंडर एमर्जिंग मोड्स ऑफ बिजनेस द वेरी फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज मीनिंग एंड स्कोप ऑफ ई बिजनेस. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ बिफोर स्टार्टिंग ई बिजनेस, लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द टर्म बिजनेस. Students, buying and selling of goods and services for the value of money, that is known as business. Sale and purchase of goods and services, right students, for the value of money, that is known as business. Now what do you mean by e-business? Buying and selling of goods and services through internet, that is known as e-business. Electronic form on internet basis, right students. So business literally means busy in earning income. In today's global world scenario, the business activity has been done through internet, and that is known as e-business or electronic business. The transactions that take place through internet regarding buying and selling of goods and services is known as e-business or electronic business, right students. And this concept is very much popular nowadays, right students. So let's discuss meaning and scope of e-business. E-business refers to carrying on business activity through internet. Carrying on business activity through internet. Business activity comprises of industry, commerce and trade. Now what are the three things that comes under business activity? Industry, commerce and trade, right students. So industry, commerce and trade के अंदर जो भी transactions होते हैं electronic form में, that is known as e-business, right students. So e-commerce means conduct of industry, trade and commerce activity through e-business, right students, that is known as e-commerce, right friends. E-business is a broader concept and e-commerce is a narrow concept, right students. E-business includes e-commerce, right, because in e-commerce trade, commerce, right students, industry, trade, commerce activities are going on, right students, takes place. So e-commerce means conduct of industry, trade and commerce activities through commerce, that is known as e-business, right students. I hope it is very much clear to you. So let's discuss the meaning and scope of e-business. E-business refers to carrying on business activity through internet. Business activity comprise of industry, commerce and trade. You know what in the term industry? Industry is a place where raw material can be converted into finished goods and semi-finished goods. Commerce, sale, production, purchase, procurement of goods and services for value of money, right students. And trade, you know it very well, buying and selling of goods and services, that comes under trade. So e-commerce means conduct of industry, trade and commerce activity through commerce, that is e-business. I hope the concept of e-business is very much clear to you, and the concept of e-commerce is also very much clear to you. E-business is a broader concept and e-commerce is a narrow concept, right students. E-business includes e-commerce, right. So let's discuss e-business versus e-commerce. E-business is a wider term. It includes e-commerce, as commerce is one of the branches or one of the activities of business. Similarly e-commerce is one of the branches of e-business. जिस तरीके से स्टूडेंट्स कॉमर्स एक बिजनेस का पार्ट है, ट्रेड एक बिजनेस का पार्ट है, सिमिलरली ई-कॉमर्स का भी एक ई-बिजनेस का ही पार्ट है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. ई-कॉमर्स के अंदर हम बात करते हैं ट्रेड, इंडस्ट्री, राइट स्टूडेंट्स, और कॉमर्स की. सिमिलरली बेटा हम ई-बिजनेस के अंदर भी हम ई-कॉमर्स की बात करते हैं. ई-बिजनेस इंक्लूड्स ई-कॉमर्स. E-commerce deals exclusively in distribution of goods and services, whereas e-business involves production, sale, distribution, after sale, interfirm or intrafirm business. Interfirm or intrafirm means जो भी business हो रहे हैं, right students, within the state, within the country, or intrafirm outside the state or outside the country, within the city, outside the state, within the country, outside the country. Interfirm and intrafirm business transactions such as accounting, management and etc. Accounting management audit, right students? So accounting management and audit can be done under companies, under e-business, under one place of business, right students? So e-business versus e-commerce. E-business is a wider term. It includes e-commerce, as commerce is one of the branches or one of the activities of business. Similarly, e-commerce is one branch of e-business. E-commerce deals exclusively in distribution of goods and services, whereas e-business involves production, sale, distribution, after sale, interfirm or intrafirm business transactions. Now you have understand the meaning of interfirm or intrafirm business transactions, right students? Such as accounting management etc. जो भी accounting management etc. डील किए जाते हैं कंपनी के अंदर, that is known as interfirm, right students? और between different branches डील किए जाते हैं accounting और management, that is known as intrafirm. एक ही कंपनी के different branches में जब डीलिंग करी जाती है through net. Now, what are the opportunities or benefits of e-business? Right, students. The very first is easy to form. Of course, students, अगर आपको e-business करना है, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में बिजनेस करना है, तो you need three things. The very first is well-designed website, computer hardware, technology. Right, students, computer software technology, and you need a laptop or a desktop or a palm top to start a e-business. Right, students. The benefit of internet technology are that with little investment and more contacts, one can do better in business. Of course, you have some contacts and with little amount of investment is required. Let's take an example of a mobile showroom. If you want to start a mobile showroom, तो बेटा आपको उसके लिए शॉप भी लेनी है, लैंड भी लेनी है, फर्नीचर भी लेना है, शोरूम भी रखना है, शो विंडोज भी बनवानी है. इट टेक्स इन्वेस्टमेंट, ह्यूज इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए बेटा. लेकिन अगर आपको यही चीज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में करना है, mobile ka business, so you require well designed website, and you require the different pictures of different mobiles, and you require a series of mobiles in which you are dealing with and in which the companies you are dealing with, right students? उसका एक अच्छा सा एक आपका वेब पेज होना चाहिए, right students? So little amount of investment you can start the e-business, for example selling of mobile, right? Convenience, right students? With the help of e-business, a buyer can reach to a seller anywhere, anytime, any place, and a seller can reach to a buyer anywhere, anytime, any place. Right, students? It means while sitting at a home, right, students, the customers or the purchasers or the buyer can reach a different destination regarding e-business for purchasing of goods and services. So this is known as convenience, right? With the help of e-business, shopping can be done conveniently sitting at home. Right, students? जैसे आप ऑर्डर्स मंगाते हैं, स्काई शॉप से मंगाते हैं, अमेज़न से मंगाते हैं, फ्लिपकार्ट से मंगाते हैं, right students? स्नैपडील से मंगाते हैं, and so on. Millions of people exchange information in the world through e-commerce. I hope the second point is very much clear to you. So the second point is convenience. With the help of e-business, shopping can be done conveniently sitting at home. Millions of people exchange information in the world through e-commerce. I hope this is very much clear to you, students. Now next is speed. Right, students? Just through a click of a mouse, the buying and selling can be done in e-business, and through the payment can be done also through debit card, credit card, cash on delivery, or electronic fund transfer. Right, students? It takes no time to deal with e-business and buying and selling. Right, students? So speed. Through e-business, information can be exchanged and buying and selling can be done just with a click of a mouse. Through electronic fund transfer, even money is defined as electronic pulse at the speed of the light. Right, students? So the money can be transferred easily at the speed of the light. The money can be, you have to pay the money through debit card, credit card, right, students? ATM card, right, students? Or you can pay cash on delivery, and you can do the electronic fund transfer also, EFT. Global reach. As there is no geographical area under e-commerce, the most important feature or opportunities of e-business e-business, students, it's global reach. There is no geographical area under e-business, right, students? There is no limitation of a geographical area. The goods can be bought and sold in the whole world, right students? As with the help of e-business, the whole website can be come under the networks of different computers or network of computers, right? Anybody who have the access of internet, who have the knowledge of internet, can open the web page and just see the goods and just see the services they are providing, get the information from there, and just with the click of a mouse the transaction can be done. So global reach, there is no limitation of geographical area. The goods can be traded in the whole world where there is access to internet. In e-commerce, customers have a wider choice. For them, whole world can be a shop, as goods from all the countries can be traded through internet. Goods of all the countries can be traded through internet. इससे पहले आपने बेटा इससे previous chapter में you have read about the MNCs, multinational corporations. Multinational corporation 90% अपना business जो करती है वो e-business से करती है, electronic form of business से करती है, जो भी उनके transactions होते हैं. Right students? Cost saving, of course, it is very much economical. No physical existence is required for taking a shop, for taking a furniture, for taking an assets, for displaying the showroom, right students? So cost saving, trading through e-commerce is more economical as compared to other trading, because e-commerce, the businessmen are not required to own a showroom for display their goods, right students? And of course students, no requirement of showroom, and of course students, no middlemen are required, right students? Suppose करिए you know the business chain, manufacturer, dealer, wholesaler, retailer, customer. No middlemen are required under e-commerce or e-business students. Movement towards a paperless society. With the help of e-business, lot of paper work has been reduced, lot of paper damage has been reduced. There is less wastage of paper because all the transactions are done through net, right students? And all the activities are done through net while purchasing goods and services through e-business. So बेटा जितना पेपर वर्क का काम कम होता है उतना ही बर्डन कम हो जाता है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? अगर आप आज के प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो में देखें, अगर आपको इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल करनी है तो वो भी आप ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं, आपको कोई फॉर्म भरना है तो ऑनलाइन भर सकते हैं, अगर आपको कहीं कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेना है तो वो भी आप ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं, आपको कहीं जर्नी करनी है उसके लिए आपको वट एवर द थिंग्स रिक्वायर्ड वो भी आपके लिए ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है, right students? So movement towards a paperless society. In electronic form, the information can be given online through internet and it can be processed much faster. Many companies have started electronic form instead of paper, right students? I hope this is very much clear to you. So students, here are the meaning and scope of e-business, then opportunities and benefits of e-business. Easy to form, right students? Through the benefit of internet technology, little investment are required. Convenience, millions of people exchange information in the world through e-commerce. Speed, just through the click of a mouse the information can be gathered and the transaction can be takes place. Global reach, right students? The whole world where there is an access of internet, the goods can be traded, right students? In e-commerce the customers have got a wider choice. Cost saving, of course it reduces the cost, right students? A little bit amount of investment is required, and the most important point is no middleman is required under e-business. So movement towards a paperless society, of course towards a paperless society, बहुत कम पेपर यूज होता है, बहुत कम पेपर वर्क होता है, because all the transactions are take place in electronic form. I hope the scope meaning of e-business is very much clear to you. Then e-business versus e-commerce is very much clear to you, as e-business includes e-commerce. E-commerce is a part of e-business, and these are the opportunities, benefits or features of a e-business. Now come to the next point. The next topic is scope of e-business. What are the scope of e-business students? There are 4 types of scopes under e-business students. Let's discuss one by one. The very first is business to business commerce. Right students? The transaction takes place between business to business. That is known as B2B commerce. That is known as students B2B commerce. The transaction taking place between business to business, this is known as B2B commerce. For example, you have an automobile company, manufacturing company. You want spare parts, you want technology, तो आप अपने सप्लायर से डील करते हैं, आप अपने रॉ मटेरियल प्रोवाइडर से डील करते हैं, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. सो द ट्रांजेक्शन टेक प्लेस ऑन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म बिटवीन वन बिजनेस पार्टी टू अनदर बिजनेस पार्टी, right students, or from one business party to another business party, that is known as B2B commerce transaction, business to business transaction, B2B. The transaction taking place between two or more business units are known as B2B transactions. For example, the manufacturer of an automobile requires assembly to a large number of components which are being manufactured by different firms. Example, Telco, Bajaj Auto, Kinetic, and many other firms doing B2B business. Right students, then come to B2C business. B2C students, business to customers. Of course, buying and selling of goods and services that take place between a buyer and a seller through net, through electronic form, that comes under business to customers. Right students, एक businessman जो customer को goods बेचता है through net, that comes under e-business और electronic form में बेचता है. B2C commerce, the transaction taking place between business firms and customers are known as B2C transaction, business to customer transaction. Many companies sell products and services online to customers. Right students, for example, Amul है. Amul अपने products, बहुत सारे products online बेचता है towards the customers for promotion its goods and services. Amul companies sell the Amul brand products online. B2C commerce facilitate the promotion of products online also. Right students, I hope business to customer transaction is very much clear to you students. Now come to C2C, customer to customer transaction. Of course, the transaction that takes place between customer to customer, from one customer to different customer, that is known as students C2C commerce transaction. Example एक ही दूंगा, OLX. You know it very well. Customer to customer. OLX is the best example. So the transactions taking place between customer and customers are known as C2C transaction. In this setup, business firm, that is seller, also a customer, and buyer is also a customer. यहाँ पे लेने वाला भी customer है और देने वाला भी customer है. For example, OLX. In C2C, various consumer forum are also found. I hope C2C is very much clear to you. Now come to intra B-commerce. Now this is important, students. Now what do you mean by intra B-commerce? The transaction that takes place from one department to another department in a same company through net, that is known as intra B-commerce transaction. सर ऐसे कैसे पॉसिबल है? सपोज करिए प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट और फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट है, दोनों को आपस में किसी टॉपिक के अंदर कोई इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सचेंज करनी है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स. सो प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में बात कर रहा है regarding any issues, regarding any point, regarding any sale or purchase, regarding any transactions, business transactions. So that is known as intra B-commerce students. Within the department, within the company, from one department to another department, within a company from one department to another department, right students, that is known as intra B-commerce. और students इसमें एक चीज और आएगी कि एक कंपनी, एक फैक्ट्री, एक फर्म अपने कस्टमर, अपने सप्लायर से, अपने रॉ मटेरियल प्रोवाइडर से भी बातचीत कर सकती है. That also comes under intra B-commerce. So this refers to transaction between the parties or persons who are the part of the firm only. Right students, who are the part of the firm only. Like right, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, दो डिपार्टमेंट आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, दो मैनेजर्स आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, टॉप लेवल मिडिल लेवल से कुछ डिस्कस कर रहा है, कोई मीटिंग कर रहा है. सिमिलरली कंपनी, फैक्ट्री अपने सप्लायर से, अपने रॉ मटेरियल प्रोवाइडर से कोई बात कर रही है. सिमिलरली स्टूडेंट्स, कंपनी अपने बैंक से बात कर रही है जिससे उसने लोन लिया हुआ है. दैट ऑल कम्स थ्रू इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म. दैट ऑल कम्स अंडर इंट्रा B-commerce. Right students, it is a transaction within the firm. That is why it is called intra firm. Generally, a firm has to deal with its suppliers, customers, employees, etc. These are called intra B-commerce transactions. Right student, intersection between any two department of one firm placing order and giving instructions to suppliers, that all comes under intra B-commerce. I hope this is very much clear to you. So students, what are the scope of e-commerce? Right, the very first is business to business commerce. Transactions, students, the transactions taking place between business units and customers. Right students, transaction taking place between business units are known as B2B commerce. right students? These transactions may involve creation of utilities, collaborations, commercial negotiations, distribution of goods from manufacturer to various distributors. Like I give you the example of a manufacturing company of automobiles. Second is business to customer. The transaction taking place between business units and customers are known as B2C transactions. B2C enables the businessman to remain in touch with the customers on round the clock basis. Right students? So some promotion activities such as goods and services or new goods and new services are to be used under B2C commerce transaction. B2C commerce transaction may involve selling and distribution, promotion and other marketing activities, right students? And of course the complaints can also be filed, right students? The second one is intra B-commerce students, right students? Intra B-commerce transaction, right? Before we discuss C2C transaction. C2C transactions का मतलब क्या होता है students? The transaction taking place between customer to customers, that is known as C2C transaction, right students? So in C2C transactions various consumer forms are also formed. C2C transaction may involve selling used books, clothes, selling antique items, information about the quality of the products, and the last one is intra B-commerce, right? Intra B-commerce transaction, you know it very well. This refers to transaction between the parties or person who are the part of the firm only, right students? Who are the part of the firm only. It's transaction within the firm, that is why it is called intra firm. Generally a firm has to deal with its suppliers, customers, employees, etc. These are also called intra B-commerce transactions, right students? So intra B transaction commerce may involve interaction between two departments of one firm, right students? Communication and important information of the whole organization, reporting of employees to their managers, right students? These are all comes under intra B-commerce transactions, students, right? I hope this is very much clear to you, students. So emerging modes of business, under emerging modes of business, meaning and scope of e-business is very much clear to you. E-business versus e-commerce is very much clear to you, and the scope of e-business is also very much clear to you. These are four types: business to business, right? Business to customers, customers to customers, and intra B-commerce transaction, right students? And you know it very well, students. E-business includes e-commerce, right? What are the resources required to start the e-business? I hope, students, this is very much clear to you, students, right? So if you find any difficulty, you can ask me anytime, students, right? So just learn this concept. Thank you, students.